Sirius XM Shade 45, control all, destroy. DC Comics, Marvel Comics create superheroes. And here I am with a phenomenal individual. Just being in his presence makes me feel a little bit taller. My homie, Bun B. How you doing, young man?
I'm doing good, but I don't appreciate the short jokes.
What do you mean?
You said me being here makes you feel taller. Like, I feel like that's a short joke because I'm shorter than you.
I would never do that to you. You're Bun B.
Okay, I'm just checking. I just want you to know that we do have that kind of relationship where if you wanted to crack that kind of joke, we'd be good.
There's us, and then there's...
Oh, okay, all right.
Come on, Bun.
Now, look, normally when I see you, just being honest, normally when I see you, we both had a drink or two, right? We're at Fat Buddha, having a good time, you know what I'm saying? We're getting a little loose, or we're at Trill Static. There's a lot of adrenaline in the air, right? Because there's a lot of energy, a lot of great MCs in the room, building together, creating music. So there's always that extra energy. And you're in host mode, which I'm sad to say you weren't able to do this year. It felt different, not having you walk around bumping into me randomly with cameras to go and interview my friends, not talking to me, but going to interview my friends. But that's neither here nor there. Trill Static 4 out everywhere now. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this gallery showing right now. I would love to talk about Tristan's.
Let me explain something, bro. We got your man Bun B here. A very special moment is happening. And we are in the presence of a room, thousands of square feet. There's 3 different areas in this beautiful Wynwood section. It is not only important that people came here throughout Art Basel, but that people come throughout the year to appreciate the art. If you could put it in words, if you were to sell this, how would you pitch it to someone who is the art appreciator?
This is kind of like walking through, like, not an art gallery, but the way that it's developed and laid out, it's almost like walking through an artist's personal workshop space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel, and shout out to Allison, because Allison's the one that, for one, owns this space, but 2, helps to create a space that doesn't feel like the average cold, stiff type of gallery. You know what I'm saying? It's a different energy. The way everything is laid out is very open. You know what I'm saying? The ceilings are high, so you don't feel closed in. You know what I'm saying? But no, it feels like a space where people actively create in. And you can see as things are really actively happening, like we just occupied a part of the space. Static Selector played some different music, got the crowd hyped. We performed in the space. So we went from a DJing set to a live performance set to now a listening party. So art is actively being created in these rooms in real time. Wow. So to me, that's what's special about what we're seeing here, because it's Art Basel, it's also Miami Art Week, so there's tons of places where you can go and see art.
Absolutely.
But there's not gonna be a lot of places, in my opinion, Destroy, where you can feel art. And then actively, if you're in a space of performance and execution, you get to be contributive to the art.
You know, you could definitely feel the heartbeat pumping, you know, as it's happening. Bro, we have the Say Adam space. We're in his
space actively creating art, right? That's what this is. This is art and culture on the microphone live, and you guys get to listen. I wish we could do a call-in, because then they could be contributive, right? But no, we're not just in a space where art displays, but art is being created right now between me and you.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, bro, we talked about the Say Adams. There's the OG Slick pieces.
Crazy. And shout out to Slick. Now, I'm going to chuck a OG Slick deuce out to it one time, for real.
Bro, how beautiful is that gallery portion, what Tristan Eaton got over there, bro?
So I met Tristan Eaton probably about, this 2024, I'm going to say about 11, 12 years ago on the Gumball 3000 rally.
Nice.
He was there as a guest of Guess, a clothing brand. And they brought him on, to design the car wraps that they had. They went 3 Dodge Vipers, so he designed the cars. But then we literally went off-road at one point between LA, driving from LA to Las Vegas. He asked me to join the caravan. We're gonna go do some cool shit. So we stopped in the middle of Death Valley at an old abandoned amusement park. He went, he tagged it up, he painted a bunch of shit. We did donuts, all kind of crazy shit in this abandoned, I don't even know, I never asked him if I never even asked him if we had permission. Now that I think about it, I don't even know if this was some sanctioned shit. But I was up for it.
They're looking for you.
But you know, he was like, yo, thank you for coming, and we created a friendship. We've known each other since then, very much better. You know what I'm saying? We're both respective and appreciative of each other's artistic contributions. We're both mutual fans of each other. We even, in the early days, and I don't know if he want this to be known, we discussed about him designing everything for Trill Burgers.
Wow.
But it would have been a massive undertaking, and we, quite frankly, were not, just to be honest, we have enough money to afford Tristan.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, we can work something else out, but then it would be percentage, and I don't want that to be a basis of our relationship.
Yeah.
But now we got some money, so I think we can afford one of them Tristan Eaton dummies right now.
Oh
you know
my gosh! Now listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. We're going to that Trill Burger conversation. I said it yesterday live on the Static Show Off Radio. I gotta say, man, that veggie joint, bro. Listen, violence is legal. Bro, I was really happy that was an option.
Yes.
You know, I was like, let me ask. And the homie there was so helpful. He was like, I'm on that wave, and this is the best. And you know, the gassing, get it.
That's part of the business. Nobody's gonna say, yo, this is my food, and it's
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. So I said, lower your voice. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna enjoy this burger. And I came back, gave the homie the pound. Like, you know, we went to school together when we was young, you know. And I gotta say, man, the Trill Burger ride for you, how has that been, bro?
I mean, we're still riding this roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? I love it. It's been so beautiful to be able to consistently build and continue to build on the relationship that I've had with some people for so many years, because the first Trill Burger customers, quite frankly, were some of the first UGK and Bun B customers. These are people who've been a part of my journey for over 30 plus years. That's what we started with. And I felt that I had a product that, as a culinary brand, was on par with what I had done as an artist and musician.
Yep.
The price point was about the same. I was basically selling a burger that cost about the same as the albums they had already purchased. But in the same way that musically I held everything to a high standard, I wanted them to know that this burger was held to that same standard. And supporting me through this would not let them down.
Yeah.
You know, because it wasn't worth like doing a quick hustle for some burgers right quick.
Yeah, for sure.
But I believed in the longevity of this burger. I believed in the space that we could actually take a burger into, because I'm an artist that, you know, was not easily accepted in my early years, but found myself in some of the craziest rooms and circumstances and opportunities because of hip hop. And I believe that this burger, I could achieve that same level with this burger and get it in rooms and places where burgers would never have been appreciated. I'm not saying burgers wouldn't have been in those rooms.
Yeah.
But when my burger shows up, it's a point of conversation.
Absolutely.
It's not just food that's passed around on a plate, you know what I'm saying? It's something that you eat on a toothpick or some crazy shit. No, you eat this burger and you start asking, yo, have you had this? It becomes a point of conversation. Even if you don't know who Bun B is, but it's still infused with the same hip hop culture that everything else I've been a part of is infused with.
Wow. Bun B, something special that I own, and I'm happy because I'm a collector. We know this.
Obviously.
You do your thing as well. The Bun B coloring book, bro.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
That's crazy. I built up a friendship with a good brother. He's an amazing. First of all, he's one of the funniest people on Instagram. He literally been voted the funniest man on Instagram. His name's Shay Serrano. Man, we had been talking about partnering on something in the literature space because he's an amazing writer.
Nice.
But we couldn't figure out exactly the approach and the way to do it. But we knew we wanted it to be fun because he's a very funny dude. And Detroit, you know me, I have a decent sense of humor, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so he came up with the idea of a coloring and activity book. So we went around and we pitched it. We had a couple of pages and we pitched it and nobody got it. Nobody understood it. So he came up with the idea of starting like a page on, I can't even think of the social media platform. I'm gonna come back to me. But he started a page on a platform. It wasn't one of the ones that everybody uses right now. And he would just put up something like once every couple of days. He put up a connect the dots. He created, which I thought was genius. He created Wu-Doku, which works because there are 9 original members of the Wu-Tang clan, and you use 1 through 9 to play Sudoku.
Wow.
So he created Wu-Doku with the faces of the original 9 members of the Wu-Tang clan. I thought it was fucking brilliant. Like, he's such a smart, sharp dude.
Wow.
And the page got very famous. And he got up to like 50,000 followers on the page. And after that, we went and pitched it. And still, people didn't really get it. And the people that eventually signed us were the same people that published the Judy Blume series, which I used to see as a
Classic.
kid. Yes. So off top, I'm in good literary company.
Yes.
Right. And we put it out. It got received crazy support. Started doing numbers. And then one day we got a call, probably about 2 weeks in. We got a call from the New York Times. And the New York Times says, look, we're watching this. You guys are very, very close to being the first comic book to ever make the New York Times bestseller list.
Wow.
They're like, I don't know if you know this, but there's a number. You guys are very close. So if this week you guys could do some extra promo or try to get it going, you guys would actually hit that number, and you would be the very first coloring and activity book to make it to the top, to actually make the New York Times bestsellers list. That in itself was something that me and Shay lost sleep. Well, we called everybody we knew. We did everything we could. And even though we didn't hit that number, just the idea that the Times saw what we were doing and that we actually were impacting the literary space a lot deeper, resonating a lot deeper than we could have ever imagined, that gave us a lot of inspiration. I've done other books, since been contributors to books. Shay has literally written God knows how many, at least 7 or 8 different publications. And I could be short selling the man. He's also had a TV show done about his life. So I'm just blessed to be around such amazing creators that are open to creating with me, because he's a brilliant dude. He's going to be who he's going to become anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad that he took me along for the ride.
I'm glad to own it. I'm so happy that, to know the context. And I know people who are listening to this are going to try to get their hands on that.
It's on eBay. A couple of people got it on eBay. If you live in Houston, who has it? Cactus Music has a few copies.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm going to try to stock some at Trill Burgers for the holidays. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around. I'm going to see if I can find some. I'm going to buy up everything. And I'm going to put them on. I'm going to put them on sale at Trill Burgers. You know what I got for you?
Please.
I just thought about it. We did a collaboration with Godzilla about a month ago. Well, we did a burger, we did merchandise, but we also did a variant cover of a classic Godzilla comic book. So I'm gonna send you that, signed by all 5 owners of Trill Burger.
Holy shit!
So I'm gonna have us sign it. Then I'm gonna wrap it very carefully, seal it for posterity, and I'm gonna send it to you.
Bun B. Wow, he led off talking about the Trill Static, the new project that happened live in Houston this time.
Wednesday.
Yep, so everybody can go out there, check it out. A lot of phenomenal features. The homies was on it. I love it, and you're out here, Static's playing it. And like you said, this is pulsating as we speak. And I'm happy that you said it like that. Bun B, the reason why I said I feel taller is because you're a superhero to me, my brother. And I know off the mics, we all wild out, but I know how to uphold the wonderful legacy of my legends, bro.
Thank you.
And you, even though you're not rocking the cape in my eyes, you are definitely the man to still be. So keep on rocking, bro. I'm happy to have you on here, bro.
Thank you so much, Detroit. It's good to have a Jimmy Olsen like you.
Holy moly, let's go. Listen, superheroes exist, and one is right across the table from me. Right here, his name is Bun B, and I'm happy and pumped up. On Control, Alt, Destroy on SiriusXM Shade 5.